Baskhar Kumar is summoned by CBI agents to the Koloba branch of Magadha Bank in Bombay one morning in 1992 for questioning about his alleged misappropriation of its cash while employed to commit securities fraud. The real story is presented through numerous flashbacks. 3 years ago, Baskhar worked as a cashier at Magadha, one of India's few remaining private banks after nationalization. He also writes checks and banking papers for illiterate folks for a fee. He lives with his wife Sumathi, who left her wealthy family to be with him and hopes to start a home food business. Their small son Karthik, and Baskhar's father Prahalad, a former chartered accountant who was crippled and went deliberately mute after being duped into a terrible business venture. Their finances are stretched, and Baskhar owes money to several creditors. One day, his biggest creditor takes his scooter, and the promotion he had hoped for goes to someone else. Baskhar, humiliated and desperate, steals 2 lakh rupees from the bank's deposits and sends it to Anthony, a smuggler, to release illegally imported televisions at the port. Along with Baskhar's companion Samba, a peon at the same bank, they successfully release the TVs and earn twice as much money, allowing them to replace the stolen cash and profit. More cargoes arrive over the next few months, allowing Baskhar to pay off his obligations and better his family's circumstances. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Anthony arranges one more shipment before leaving the trade and joining his nephew in America, this time of 3 foreign automobiles with a payment of 10 lakh. Baskhar is initially hesitant, but his son's contentment with their new lifestyle changes his mind. However, a raid on the original buyer derails their plans, forcing them to see a dealer in Goa instead over the weekend. They are able to avoid government checks by impersonating official vehicles and employing phony politicians played by beggars and an exotic dancer. Baskhar is able to return the money, but he discovers that the bank's administrators have been arrested for their own fraudulent plan. However, their removal paves the way for Baskhar to get the promotion. Samba continues in the smuggling business, while Baskhar stops. As assistant general manager, Baskhar discovers inconsistencies in bank receipts for interbank loans to Qatari Bank. Learning that businessman Harsha Mehra uses the money to manipulate the share market and paid off the bank to keep quiet. Initially prepared to blow the whistle, his son accidentally shows him how lucrative cooperation would be to achieve his family's dreams. And he makes a deal with Qatari Bank's broker, Suraj, to clear the receipts in exchange for a cut and stock tips. Using the stock gains and an unscrupulous Hawala agent, he is able to legitimize his income, first with a winning lottery ticket, and then by establishing Sumathi's home food business. This method enriches Baskhar, making his family wealthy, but it also transforms him into an arrogant, cold man, estranged from Sumathi. Prahalad breaks his silence and admits he knew about the scam, warning him about the dangers of greed. Sumathi discovers the firm is a front by overhearing him, causing her to entirely reject him. Baskhar transforms and wins her back after becoming more humble. Baskhar discovers that Harsha faked bank letters from Qatari Bank to obtain larger amounts, causing their general manager, Hariharan, to die of a heart attack at their office. This drives Baskhar to discontinue cooperation with Suraj, despite pressure from his superiors who want to keep him as a customer, and report the fraud to the RBI. Baskhar resigns after refusing to sign. It turns out that the CBI officials work for Magadha's GM and chairman, who took a larger percentage from Harsha Mehra to continue the crime. They threaten him and his family, pressuring him into signing off on the remaining transfers from his bank account before an audit the next day. However, they discover that Baskhar had previously closed his account, rendering the payments invalid and sparking an investigation that destroys Mera's empire and arrests the Magadha leadership. Baskhar and his family fled the nation, having earlier purchased a hotel in Boston to get an American investment visa through Anthony and Prahalad's contacts, where they continue to live a comfortable life.